Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi everybody, my name is Zahoorahmed. I'm thankful to my Allah for the blessings that He has granted over me, and I'm really thankful to my viewers for the love and respect that they have shown towards me. At the start of my video, I would like to request my viewers to subscribe my channel, click the button of liking and notifications so that my videos can reach them at the time of uploading. Let me know through your comments that where are you from, and I'm available here to give the answers of your questions related with the topic that I'm going to deliver a lecture today. And particularly a message that I have brought today for my viewers is that those students who they live around Sarhari, they can get benefit out of my teaching, just joining my tuition center without paying any fee. And besides that, those students who they are far away from my tuition center, so they can just join my channel, and they can share with their friends my videos and my channel so that they can get the benefit out of that. And you know that my basic purpose that to teach the students about the language and about the English language, what they require, what they want. So I would like to bring a thing and their concept quite clear about the English language that I'm teaching. So let's start today. My topic is that the spoken English language, related with the spoken English language, and today I will tell few steps and few rules that can make their language easier to understand and easier to talk. I today have selected the topic how to become fluent English speaker, English talker. How to become fluent English talker. That's my topic today that I have taken. I have selected to give the lecture on this topic. I will tell the rules and the regulations and certain directions I will discuss here that I'll make you able to speak English language fluently. Because my purpose is to make the language fluent, make the people fluent, make the people fluent speaker in English language. That what are the ways, what are the steps, what are the things that can make them able to talk English language fluently, and they develop a confidence in themselves that to express their thoughts and communicate their ideas in English language without any stuck. So today I will tell a lot of rules, but the most important things that I will share here with my viewers is that at the start of my video, I would like to request once again to my viewers to please hang on my videos till the end so that you can get the result. What are you looking for? So please hang on till the end. So I will tell here the certain rules that will make your language easier to understand and easier make that. Map these rules. These rules will make you able to speak English language fluently. What are these rules? You know that what are the things that are stopping us to talk English language fluently? You know that there are many ways that are creating hurdles in our way. They are creating hindrances in our way, and that are stopping us from talking English language fluently. These are the certain things are there in our English language. First, try to understand that what are the levels of English language that through which we can develop fluency. What are the ways? What are the levels? What are the stages? What are the steps on which we are stuck, and where we are stopped to make a further development in our language speaking. So, what are these things that we are going to talk all about? So, here I would first of all say. First thing is that you need to get these things start from the beginning. What is your beginning level? Your beginning level is that you are few words. You are exposed to few words. What are they? You are exposure to few words. For example, you are new, you are quite strange to the words that you are exposed to. For example, you take the example of any word. For example, you would like to talk about the word uh, reason. Reason means anything that cause something happen. Anything that cause something happen. कोई anything that cause something happen, that become the cause of happening of something. Means reason is a thing, is a thing, that's the type of thing that cause something to happen, that cause something to happen. First of all, we are exposed to this word, or in other words, you can take the cross word, cross. You mean that you are exposed to that word, that's called exposure. That's called exposure in English language. Means you are exposed to something. You are exposed to something. For example, you are exposed to something. It means that you have no blockage. You have no cover to stop from there, from looking at something. Okay, so like that, you are exposed to these two words. For example, the reason means something caused to happen, something that caused something to happen, something that caused something to happen. Cross means to move from one place to another place. Cross means to move from one place to another place. For example, you are crossing road, means you are moving from one end to another end. That means these words happens to you at your beginning level, at your stored level. So stored level, you are exposed to these words. That's called the exposure process in English language. That's called the first step on your language. That's the first step. And first step, what happens? You are exposed to these words or any other words. Maybe I take the example of these two words, but you can be exposed to many other words also. So it means that you are not available, you are not aware of the meanings of these words you do not have a complete awareness or acquaintance about the meaning of these words, but you are exposed to these words. Little bit you know about these words. You first time hear these words, you first time come to know something about these words. Okay, so this is the exposure. You are exposed to these words. For example, you are exposed to these words. Many more words one can be exposed. For example, gloss. Another word, gloss. And many more words, school. Means you are new and you are exposed to these words. There are many words a person is exposed. At this level, you are beginner, you are thinking about these things, that what are these things, what is the meaning of these things. You don't know the quite perfect, quite right meaning of these words. At the time of the exposure, you are, when you are exposed to these words, you do not know that what the exact meaning the words have. But you are exposed to them. You little bit know about the meanings. Reason means something that caused something to happen. Cross means to move from one place to another place. You are new to these words and many more words are there. Just as understanding. Understanding means to know about the deeper meaning of something. So like that you are exposed. You do not know the many more meanings of these similar words. It means you are exposed. This is the first stage in the English language. I already in my earlier videos what I talked about the ways what are the ways that can make you able to speak, or you able to express your thoughts and your ideas in English language. So what were the ways? I said that stored thinking in English language about the things, that there are many things surrounding you, there are many things around you in your room, the place you are sitting, there are so many things there. You are exposed to many things. Okay, you happen to hear about different words. Just I gave the example of these 4 words, but many more words you are exposed to at the first level. You know that when we are a child, when we are a child, we are learning something in the first grade or in the second grade. in whatsoever the grade is there that we are learning something. So we are exposed with the words just as arrow and at that time we are not quite aware about the meanings of these words. Just as apple, we are exposed to these words, but we are not aware about the meanings of these words, that what these words say, what these words are actually, what is the exact meaning of these words. At that level, that whenever we are a child, we are exposed to such words, either whatever the age you have, but at the first time you are looking at something and something appears to you, something comes to your ear, and something happens to come before your eyes. It means the first time something is exposed to you, you are exposed to something. So you know that like that you are not quite aware what is their meaning, what the exact meaning these things have, but you are exposed to these things. So this is the first level that we are starting from there. This is the point where we are starting our awareness, our reasoning, our intelligence, our knowledge to get information about the things. We are starting from there. Okay, so this is the reason I say after this stage, we develop another stage that's called awareness. That's called acquaintance. That's called acquaintance. That's called acquaintance. That you can call recognition. Recognition, recognition, or you can call that an awareness. Awareness. Or you can call that awareness. What is awareness? Awareness means the recognition about something, recognition of the meaning of something. Where we are stopped to talk. Where we are stopped to talk. First time we get we get exposed to these words. These words are quite new to us. We do not know the exact meaning, what the exact meaning these words have. Okay, so later on, after this stage, we develop this stage. We get to this stage. Whenever we develop from here to that stage, we get acquaintance with the words. What's meaning? Or you can call that recognition. Recognize the words. What is the meaning of the words is, and that you can also call awareness. Awareness means to get some knowledge about, to get oneself acquainted with the meaning of something. Okay, to get to recognize something, to get the recognition about something. That's called awareness. Okay, so from this state you develop to this stage, and this stage you know that what is the meaning of reason. Reason means something that cause either something good to happen or something bad to happen. Oh, I got ill. I got ill. It means that something that caused me ill. It means something that caused me ill. Oh, that's the reason. That was thing that got me ill. That got me ill. So humans that you got the knowledge about, you got the recognition about this word reason. Now you get the awareness about this word reason. And another meaning, reason means the mental faculty. Mental faculty, something, some thinking in your mind, the capability or the caliber that is in your mind to differentiate between the things you see, you observe, you look at different things. You have the capability in your mind to differentiate between the things, that what are these things, what are these things, what are these things. So what is the difference in these things? You get the recognition about the meaning of different meanings of this word reason. At the first level you were exposed to this word and you got only the one meaning of this word. Reason means something that caused you to happen, means the cause of something. Cause, reason means the cause. Whenever you get more and more awareness, you get more familiarity about this word, you get more and more meanings, you get acquainted with the meaning, more and more meanings of this word. Now you get another meaning of this word. You become able to get the contextual meaning of this word reason. So reason can be used in the different senses in English language. You know that even one word can have a lot of meanings in English language. This is what the development that one makes. You know that whenever we get recognition, we get awareness about words. At this stage, we are stopped to talk English language because at this level we start thinking in our mind, in our brain about the words, that this word can be meaning as something cause something to happen. One meaning is that, and second meaning is that the mental faculties are the mental capabilities that helps us in differentiating about different things, about many things. Okay, this is the mental capability in our mind. Second meaning is that, but now we get the awareness about the meanings of this word, but we do not know that what is the exact meaning, what should be the exact meaning of this word, and where should we can make the use of this word in our sentences. This is the real problem that stops us from talking and stops us from speaking English language, either in about reading something or writing something. That's the problem. Many students today are thinking that with the practice they can develop confidence and they can get the ability to talk in English language. No, not that thing is sufficient, because you know that many students purchase a book and where from they start preparing themselves to speak English language. That's a bad thing. I think that this is the best of the time when the student when a student when a learner starts learning about one book and starts learning from one book, and he thinks that that book will make him able to speak English language. That's a wrong concept, and that's the waste of the time. Because either I do not stop you from reading books. I do not say that reading of books cannot make you able to speak English language. That can make you able to speak English language. But if you are reading the books, you read many more books about one meaning, about one chapter, about the one subject. You need to make contact with different books, because different books can give you different vocab, that can give you different phrases, that can give you different understanding, that can give you different means to reach one thing. Okay, like that I gave example in my earlier video. What I talked in my earlier video, I talked that whenever we are our goal, our destination is to go to Nawabshah. You know that many ways goes to Nawabshah. There are many routes from where we can reach Nawabshah. But if we know only one route and that's stopped, and where from we are not allowed to go to Nawabshah, then we can not reach Nawabshah. So if we know about different routes to reach Nawabshah, then we can possibly reach there. So this is like in the this is like in every language, that whenever you are going to learn something about so you know that we should know the many ways to reach one place. We should have many routes to reach one place. Like that in the language, you should have many ways to express, to communicate one thing, even one thing. That this is the benefit on the language, that can make you able to speak, able to express your thoughts on English language, and you are able to get the benefit of the situation on which situation you are posed. So like that, you get awareness. Now you get the meaning of this word. You get the meaning of this word. Many meanings you got about these words, about whatever the words I have written on the board. You can get meaning of these words, but you got complicated. You got confused about the usage of these words. I all the time give the example to my students. I tell my students all the time. For example, this is the common example that I all the time produce before my students. I said that your brother said that this car is yours, and this property is yours, and this room is yours. This what means whatever the property is there, that's your. That's your. When you are trying to drive car to Nawabshah to any other destiny, or you are trying to sell your property, or make the benefit of that property, or you are trying to sit in your in the room that's given to you, and your brother say at that time that you cannot make the use of that car, you cannot sell this property, you cannot make the use of this room. So it means that this property and this core, this room isn't yours, because you haven't got the ownership of all these things that I mentioned. When you have not got the ownership over all of these things that I mentioned, then you are not able to get the benefit out of these things that you are related with. So like that, you know that in the English language, you got awareness, you got the many meanings of these words, but still you are not able to express these words. You are not able to make the use of these words in your sentences, and you are not able to put these words in your speech, either in your speech or in your writing. So it means that you are not able to make the use of these words. It means that you haven't got the level where from you are able to speak English language fluently. So this is the problem. So here many students, many learners got stuck. Here many students, many learners got stuck at this level. So this is the level. For example, if you are going to Nawabshah, it starts from here, Sarari to Nawabshah, you are going there. Sarari to Nawabshah, you are going there, and there is a stoppage. There is a stoppage. This is the Nawabshah. This is the Nawabshah. This is the stoppage. So you start from here and you stop here, and you cannot reach there. Okay. So this is a problem. This is a problem. Like that with the exposure, you got the exposure with these words, all these words, and you get at this level, at the level of the awareness, what I talked earlier, you get level of awareness, and now you are stopped here. You are stopped here to reach there, and this is the last stage. And if you know about this stage, you will be able to speak English language fluently. What's that stage? That's the stage as the ownership of language. Ownership. So this is the last stage. What is the ownership? How can we explain ownership in English language? For example, you know the meanings of reason. All the contextual meaning of reason you know about, and you are now able to use the word reason on your different sentences and different situations and different contexts. Whenever you got that ability, that you are able to make the use of these words, all these words, whatever the vocab you have on your memory, you got complete control, you got complete ownership over these things. Now you become able to express your thoughts, your ideas in English language fluently, because you do not have any fear on expressing your thoughts and putting these words to express your thoughts. So this is what I say, that one should get the ownership over the language if one wants to talk English language fluently. If you want to talk English language fluently, you need to get the ownership over the language. You need to get the ownership like that of things. I already gave the example of the property, car, room. I got the example. If you were the real owner of the car, you could have drive that car to any place you liked. If you had been the real owner of a property, you could have sold that out. So, like that, if you had been the real owner of the room, you could have used it. You would have used it. But if you do get the ownership in English language, you are able to express. You are able to use these words in different meaning with different meanings, with different situations, with different contexts. You become able to speak English language fluently. This is what I'm trying to teach. This is what I'm trying to teach the students, that they need to get ownership over the words. I'm a teacher now, but even I do not know about the meanings of all words in English. There are so many words that I do not know what the meaning they have. But whatever the vocab I have got ownership over that vocab. And this is the reason that I'm talking English language fluently. Because you know that many people what do they do? They get the book and they start translating that book. Many sentences, they try to memorize many sentences out of the book, and for 1 month or 2 months they keep on practicing that book on their mind. They memorize certain phrases and certain sentences in their mind. Okay, but when they got the chance to uh, speak at any party, at any office, at any place, they got opportunity. You know that what things they have memorized that are quite different to the situation where they are asked to talk. So situation is different at the time whenever they are exposed to talk. This is the reason that they are stuck. Means they are unable to express their thoughts. They are unable to talk their thoughts, their ideas, their expressions. They cannot able to talk because they, whatever the phrases, whatever the sentences, whatever the words they memorize from the book, and they translate things. That situation is different to that of all that memorization that they have done. So this is the reason that we are not able to express our thoughts, and we got stuck. We got stuck there, and we are not able to talk the situation whenever we are asked to talk. This is the problem with all the students. And those students that they say, those teachers, they are asking their students that keep on practicing for 30 days, 30 minutes or more than 30 minutes for every day. I say that's good. That's good. But what one should do, and with that practice, I say that try to understand whatever the words, whatever the vocab, whatever the grammatical points, whatever the things are taught to you, you need to understand about them well. You need to understand about these things well. If you got the better understanding of these things, you are able to express your thoughts well and fluently. If you do not have understanding, only you keep on practicing, that will never make your task workable. That will never make your task easier. Not only the practice can make your talk easier, that's a bad thing. To ask the students to prepare from one book and you be able to talk in English language, that's the wrong thing. That's what I stop students from preparing with one book. Even when I was teaching, day before today, when I was teaching at a private tuition center, there a student came there and asked me my choice about the grammatical books. I told him that you need to consult different grammatical books, and you need to get good awareness about the grammatical points, about the grammatical usage. And in order to get a good awareness about the grammatical points, you need to consult with different books, not only with one book, because one book can tell you one way, but if you consult with other books, then they can tell you many more ways and much more examples they can give you about the same thing. So your mind will become quite clear about the situation. So this is the need, this is the thing that I want to ask my students, I want to ask my viewers, I want to ask my candidates, that they should go. They need to understand things that in a different context. They need to understand things in a different context, and that will make their job easier. So what I was talking about, I was talking that you need to get ownership. Ownership is what? You know the meaning of word reason, different meanings of word reason. You know the different meanings of word reason: cross, gloss, school, arrow, and apple. You know their different contextual meanings. Whenever you know about their different contextual meanings, you become confident to use these words in your own sentences. If you know only one meaning, there may be many doubts in your mind at the time of using these words on your sentences. Whenever you would like to express your ideas and you need these words to express your ideas well, and you know only two or more than the two meanings of these words, you are confused. Because before the making use of these words, you will get confused, that you would ask questions from yourself. What the way I'm using these words, whether these words, their usage is right or wrong. So this question of right or wrong will create doubts in your mind, and that stop you from making further use of these words on your sentence. I say not. Remember, not memorize 1,000 words or more than 1,000 words. Even you know 10 words. Even you know 10 words or 100 words you know about in English language. But you get ownership over these 10 words. What is the ownership? You know the different contextual meanings of the word 10 words that you know, that you have memorized. You know different contextual meaning of these words, and you try to put these words in your own sentence to communicate with your friends, to express your thoughts with your friends. You know different contextual meaning of these words. When you know that when I was child, the first time I was learning about English language, my renowned and distinguished teacher, Muhammad Hassan Bodo, he said me that I should play with the words. At the first time when I was exposed to words play, because at the time only one meaning of word play came in my mind, that hit my mind. That was the one meaning. Play means to play, either to play cricket or to play another game, means related thing with the games. And what was the meaning? That was related with games. That means for the first time, whenever I was exposed this with this word play, I I started thinking about games. When this word hit my mind, I started thinking about games. Other game of cricket, other game of hide and seek and hide, and many more games means word play. Because I was exposed with this word never before. So I got the meanings of play that related with the games. I didn't know at the time that what was the meaning of playing with the words. That I thought that how could I play with the words? So later on, after a few minutes, my teacher told me that the way that in which I could play with the words. So the same thing that after a few years, when I got maturity, that after few years of getting maturity, growing maturity in myself, I noticed that this is the ownership. Ownership doesn't mean only to get the different contextual meanings of the words, but get the right pronunciation of the words. Pronunciation is also a problem because you are going to different situations. You are exposed to the situation, and you need to you make the use of this word read. Or for example, I'm saying the word read. Read. This is the pronunciation. If this is the word that can change its pronunciation with the change of the situation, with the change of the tense. So it can change. For example, its first form can be pronounced as a read, but its second form can be pronounced as a rate. So it can create problems for the learners. So whenever you are able to get ownership of the language, you totally get aware about the words, their meanings, their context, their different situations, their usage, their pronunciations. So if you would like to be the fluent speaker or a fluent talker, what is the topic today that I have taken? What is the topic today that I have taken with myself to give a lecture? That if you would like to get fluent talker, English talker, you need these three stages to act down. First, you are exposed to these words, you memorize these words in your mind. For the first time, these words occur before you, and their one meaning can be in your mind. And afterwards, you get the awareness, you consult with monolingual dictionary that can give you many references, that can give you many examples about the meanings of the words, different meanings of the words, and try to consult with different books. Try to consult with different books that can I try to read different paragraphs, different essays, different uh, subjects. Try to read the newspaper and many more sources that from which you can get the vocabulary, and you can come to know about different contextual meaning of words. You can come to know about. So afterwards, you watch different YouTubers and English YouTubers, not the other YouTubers. You need to consult with the English dictionaries that can give you good pronunciation of the words, that how to pronounce these words. And if you get all of these things well, you are able to speak English language fluently. You could become a fluent English speaker. That's what the topic today I have taken with myself. And I'm talking about. So not need to memorize 1,000 words or more than 1,000 words. Not need to memorize phrases, sentences, and not need to do anything, but need to understand. Because one thing that at the end of my video I would like to share with my students, with my viewers, with my learners, is that until and unless you do not get to know about the different meanings of the words, you do not get complete understanding about the topics, about the things, you cannot become a fluent English speaker. You cannot do anything. So like that, you say you know different ways of driving. If a person asks you how to drive a car, you can tell him many ways, and you are not practically able to drive the car, then you can give that certificate to that person, and you starts driving car, you can head that car to any place. So that can get accident, and that can even cause loss to the lives and the property of people. So like that you cannot be able to talk English language until and unless you practically become able to understand what the people are saying, what the situation is demanding, what the people are talking, what the questions they are posing. So you need to understand all these things, and afterwards you will be able to talk English language fluently. So with this, I would end my lecture today, and I hope that you will enjoy my video and you will get complete information about the topic that I have taken, and whatsoever the questions you have related with my videos, you could ask me questions. I'm bound to give the answers. And my WhatsApp number is that 030135237115. That's my WhatsApp number, and those students, if they want to get contact with me, they can contact on this number, through this number with me. They can get more and more information about the topics. Okay, goodbye.